Students, we will do question number 9, and let me write question number 9 now. Water is poured into a tank at constant rate 500 cm cubed per second. The depth of water in the tank t seconds after filling starts is hcm. So this is the initial height of the water. When the depth of water in the tank is hcm, the volume of water is given by V is equal to 4 over 3, 25 positive h raised to power of 3 minus 62500 over 3. Now we are given this information and we are asked to find the rate of increase. Okay, so rate at which h is increasing. At the instant when h is equal to 10 centimeter. So you got a tank, the height is given, h is equal to 10 cm is given. Now they want to know the rate at which h is moving up with this information. Okay. Part B is at another instant the rate at which h is increasing is given to be as 0.075 per second. We are asked to find V. Find V at this instant. Okay. So having got this information, the question is straightforward. We are asked to find the rate of increase. Now this is the solution. Foremost, what I wish to do is I would like to consider the given formula. What is that? 4 over 3, 25 positive h raised to power of 3 negative 62500 divided by 3. Now the initial question states that water is poured into a tank at a constant rate. So this is given. That means the volume is changing with reference to time at 500 cm cubed per second. Now we are asked to find what is required. We have to find the rate at which the water increases, right, when h is equal to 10 cm. So this is the requirement for the first question. So what are they asking us to find? They want us to find the actual change. What is the actual change in height? So how do we get that? The change in volume is given like this. The change in height is given like this. So we need to find this out. How do we find this out? By implicit differentiation. So I take this as 1. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the implicit differentiation. So I will rewrite this information in this following manner, because I've got dv over dt, so I would like to utilize this information. So dv over dt is equal to dv over dh multiplied with dh over dt. Okay, so this is what is required. I have got this one, and I can actually get this information. Okay, so let me make the substitution. So what we can do is, we can first get this. So I got v is equal to 4 over 3 times of 25 positive h raised to the power of 3 negative 62500 divided by 3. I'm going to be differentiating this with respect to h. When I do that, what do I get? I get dv over dh is equal to 4 over 3 multiplied with 3 times of 25 positive h raised to the power of 2. This is going to be 0. 3 gets cancelled. So dv over dh is 4 times of 25 positive h raised to the power of 2. Now what is the requirement? They want us to find h changing starting with the value of h is equal to 10. So I'm going to utilize that information here. So when h is equal to 10, dv over dh is 4 times of 25 positive 10 raised to the power of 2, which is 4 times of 35 raised to the power of 2. So we will have to get this value, 35 squared. You can use your calculator and find what happens when you have 35 into 35. That's 125. And that has to be multiplied with 4. And that would give you 4900. So therefore dv over dh is 4900. So this is got. So let me move on to the next page. So let me have this in the frame. So I have dv over dt is dv over dh multiplied with dh over dt. Now this is obtained as 4900. dh over dt has to be cut. Now dv over dt. Now you see here dv over dt 500. So place that 500. So you can get rid of these two zeros. And from here dh over dt is 5 divided by 49. Now find out what happens when you divide 5 by 49. What do you get? You get 0.102 and 0. Right, so dh over dt is 0.102. Okay, now that is actually the change, that is the rate in which h is changing. So what we need to do is we need to add the unit. So that is the solution for this first part of the problem. Okay, let's move on. Now we got the second part. Now what is the second part? You see here h is changing at 0.075 per second. We are asked to find v. So we know this information. What do we know? We know that dv over dt is dv over dh multiplied with dh over dt. Now dv over dt is 500. dv over dh we already have that information. We got 4 times of 25 positive h, 4 times of 25 positive h raised to the power of 2, and dh over dt. This is given to be a 0.075. We do not have h, so we need to extract h. So what I would do is I would first divide everything by 4. So this is divided by 4, this is divided by 4, 4 gets cancelled, 4 divides 5 once, you have 10, 4 2s are 8, 20, 125. So you have 125, you actually move this down or divide by 0.075 both sides. So you get 0.075 is equal to 25 positive h whole squared. Use a calculator. So you have 125 divided by 0.075. Now what is that? That is 1666 point. So what we can do, we need to take the square root of this, right? So we have a square root like this. So we can take a square root of this particular value. So let me see what do I get when I get that square root. So I'm going to take that value as square root of 1. So that is approximately 40.82. Okay, so 25 positive h is equal to 40.82. This is what we've got. Now from here I can get h. So h is equal to 40.82 minus 25. So 40.82 minus 25. This is giving me an approximate value of 15.82. So this is going to be an approximate value. It's always better to have an approximation symbol there. So now we need to get the volume. So we know that. What do we know? Let me write that down. We know that V is equal to, so what is the initial given expression or the initial given representation for V? So this has been given, so utilize this. So take this and place it. So V is equal to 4 over 3 times 25 positive h raised to the power of 3 negative 62500 divided by 3. You substitute h value. H is 15.82. So substitute that h value. So if you were to make the substitution, you will get the following as V. So 4 over 3, 25 positive 15.82 raised to the power of 3 negative 62500 divided by 3. Right? So let me utilize this part to make the calculation. So 25, this is going to be 40.82, right? So this is equal to 4 over 3, 40.82 raised to the power of 3. Now 625 divided 00 divided by 3, 6250 divided by 3, that is going to give you 208 point, let me write that, 20833.33, right? So now we will have to take the cubic value for this, 40.82. So 40.82, there's a cubic function there. And what do you get there? You get 680.17. This has to be divided by 3. So I divide by 3. This has to be multiplied by 4. I multiply by 4. And from here I need to subtract this. So minus 20833.33. So this is the subtraction. And what do you get? You get this value. So V is approximately 6985.6.32. Okay, cm cubed. So that's a solution for this question. So it's a lovely question, and we can move on to the next one. Students,